So the WoW 20th anniversary is out, patch 11.0.5 is now live, and I'm really excited about everything that they made with profession changes, but there's something that I still think they need to fix. Let's jump in and find out what's going on. So the big change in the new patch is that with crafting orders, it is going to access all of the reagents that are located in your warband bank. So you can see right here, I have really nothing. I mean, I have maybe some Myco Bloom and whatnot, but I don't have anything else pertaining to herbalism, except, well, I have the Blessing Blossoms and stuff down here. But I know for a fact that I don't have any writhing samples in my inventory on my person. But yet, it's saying that I can access all these from my warband bank, which I currently have 2. So this is a huge change, and I'm very grateful that they implemented this fix. So if you guys didn't know that this was in the patch notes, it's there and it's wonderful. I love it. It's gonna save so much time. And speaking about time, this is one of the gripes that I have that I feel like they needed to fix. Let's say my warband bank distance inhibitor is on cooldown, so I'm not going to be able to access it anywhere in the city. And I want another one of my characters to be working the auction house by buying and selling and buying and selling. They're going to need a good amount of gold, which means I'm going to have to log onto the character that has the majority amount of my gold. And I have 2 options: either send it to the character I want to work with, or deposit it into the warband bank. Now here is where my gripe comes into play. I shouldn't have to mail anything to another character. One of the main reasons of doing warbands was to eliminate this need to go to a mailbox and mail something to your alt. Instead, Blizzard is trying to encourage us to use the warband banks instead of having to do the mailing system. But here's the problem. Right now, this character has 238,000 gold, more or less. If I deposit all of this into the warband bank, like so, I'm left with 15 silver. Now, if I go over to the auction house and let's say I want to buy a profaned tinderbox, and we looked that up, which the price has gone up on profane tinderboxes, which is really interesting. And I want to go ahead and buy this. I can't buy it because I don't have enough money. But wait, I was under the impression that one of the main features of warbands was to make it so that something that is shared between your main character and your alts doesn't have to be passed around in order to get to where they need to be. So a warband bank was created, and you could just pick and pull from that bank. Well, now that 11.0.5 is out, we can access all those reagents that all of our alts go and gather or whatever, and they put into the bank, and we can use those reagents directly from the bank in order to make those crafting orders. We don't have to send them to the character that's working on the crafting order. Everything is deposited and is free to use. So why not gold? Gold is going to be something that is constantly going to be transferred left and right. One character may make more than another character, and because of that, it should be a problem to be able to deposit this gold into your warband bank, and then all of your characters have access to it. And I don't mean have access to it as in going to that warband bank and withdrawing that amount. Honestly, that takes longer than just mailing the gold over to your character, which is exactly what I do to this day. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because they made warbands in order to stop having to do this. Now, a lot of you say this is not that big of a deal, and you're right. It's not that big of a deal, but it is something that I think does need to be fixed. Because if Blizzard's going to make warbands, then they need to go into it all the way. But what are your thoughts? Should deposited gold in warband banks be allowed to be used by all of your characters without having to withdraw it? Leave your comments down below. I'd love to read them. And if you guys like this content, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to talk about World of Warcraft and whatnot, check out my Discord link. And I'm also streaming all my workouts in the morning, plus my gaming streams in the afternoon, and I think we have a lot of fun over there. So make sure to go check out that Twitch channel when you can. Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful 20th anniversary of WoW, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.